Hey, Jing's coming to you with episode 140, I think, of The Good Parts, a daily social media show where I go live once a day, Monday through Friday, to share one good part from my life and or business in the effort and the hopes of helping as many people as I can disconnect their time from their money and be free. My vision is freedom through principle-centered leadership. And today I have a horrific tale of stolen income that I picked up this week when someone reached out to me and told me a story that I would say I couldn't believe. However, I've heard stories like this and experienced things like this so many times in my 20-year experience in building businesses from home that honestly, I wasn't surprised. Heartbroken, yes. Saddened, yes. Completely filled with empathy, yes. But surprised, no. And I wanted to share this story with you in the hopes that it can bring more awareness to this common problem. I want to say thank you to Nick for saying hello, Bill Fever for saying hello, good morning to you, and Bill Rizlov, hey, good morning, thanks for saying hello. So if you're catching this live or on the replay, say hi down below. Let me know how things are going in your neck of the woods. It's getting a little chilly here in Idaho. I had some ice on my desk this morning as I was barefootedly stepping into my hot tub. And I was like, dang it, it's getting cold. But as my friend Gregory Napier said, that's a good problem to have. So Caroline, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. So I'm going to get straight into the story. So here's what happened. I was talking to this guy who's been in the network marketing profession for many, many, many years. And he started to tell me that recently he had built up a pretty big team in network marketing. He was earning a residual income. He was loving what was going on. And he had an old mentor that was launching a product in a different company. Hey, 67 star. Oh, that's the temperature in Wisconsin. Okay, 67. That is a little chilly. Marion says, good morning. All is well here. Yay. So thankful you are enjoying summer in Texas. I am jealous. I'm so jealous. I say, here in Idaho, I don't know if it is that the winters are getting colder or if I'm just getting older and experiencing the winters being colder. But regardless, I find myself liking winter less and less. So anyway, so what he said was he was earning this income and his friend was launching this product. And so he made a post on his Facebook wall about this new product that he was excited about. Next thing he knows, his income is shut off. And he's like, what is going on? So he reaches out to the company. Hey, Lindsay, thanks for tuning in. He reaches out to the company and he says, hey, what's going on? And they said, oh, we have a policy that if you're in our company, you cannot promote anything outside of what we have in our company. And he said, wait a minute, that was not the case when I started this business. He said, I read the policies and this was not in the policies. And they said, oh, well, you can actually log into your website and you can look at the new updated policies and you'll see that we have that in there. And that was the end of the story. They stole his income because they decided to change the policies and make it illegal for him to talk about anything else other than what they wanted him to promote. And that is so wrong. It drives me nuts to hear stories like this because it is unjust, I think, to make a deal with someone. Say, here's the rules, here's the policies, here's how the game is played. Someone sees that and says, okay, these are fair. I agree to these rules. I'm going to go ahead and build an income. And then to change it and steal someone's income that they worked hard for. If you're building a business from home, one of the myths, I want to crush a myth here real quick. A lot of people say building a business from home is easy, okay? It is not easy, okay? I'm just going to let you know the truth is it's not easy. It takes work. It takes dedication. It takes commitment. It takes growing yourself. It takes falling down and getting up and falling down and getting up. It takes continually rebuilding of your faith when sometimes things come in and damage your faith. Now, is that to say that it's not worth doing? No, it's worth doing. And what I would say is it's easier than other options like working an unfulfilled job your whole life where people put you down and you're stuck with an income cap. where you're, commanded to do things and maybe you don't want to do because you need the money. Like, it's easier than that, I think. I think it's more fulfilling than that, so it's worth doing, but it's not easy. So when someone puts their blood, sweat, and tears into building an income, and a company comes along and just on a whim says, we're shutting it off, it's just unbelievably wrong and terrible. And unfortunately, this seems to be the common story. Now, I'm sure there are great companies out there in the network marketing profession, and I know that, I'm sure there are. But when I look back over my 20-year history of being in network marketing, around network marketing, talking to many people in network marketing, these stories, in my view, in my experience, and at the end of the day, that's what we got to go on, right? We have our experience to go on. These stories are by far more common than the other stories, unfortunately. In fact, while I was talking to the same person, Lindsay says, very wrong. Yeah, totally agree. Bryce says, laugh out loud, starting your own business requires some long hours and dedication before it pays you back. But dang, when it pays you back, it's amazing. In my experience, that's 100% true right there, what Bryce just said. So in the same conversation with this person that I was talking to, not only did this thing happen to him, but after this happened, he joined another company and he started building a team in a network marketing organization. And guess what happened in this company? He discovered that the company had started another company and was selling products and services to his customers without him even knowing that this was going on. It's like, what? Really? Like that thing happened that you told me about, then the very next thing this happens? It's like, what the heck what's wrong with people? So this is a problem. And I could go on for another hour outlining stories like this, but I won't. What I will say is what's more important than the problem is identifying the solution, okay? And in my opinion, the solution is principle-centered leadership. Finding people that you can trust. And why do you need to trust the people? Because companies can change the policies whenever they want. If you read policies in most companies, there's a little clause in there that says, hey, and by the way, if we decide to change this in the future, we can. We can change it. Like, what are you going to do about it? So if that's the case, then you have to find people that you can trust, that when they say, we're not going to change the comp plan, we're not going to steal your income, that have a track record. That's another thing you can do is look at a track record of a person. So most people don't do this when they join a company. They, like when I used to give presentations, we would have 3 parts: product, people, and pay plan. And we would show the product, and then we would show the people. And what's the people? The people is the corporate management team. And oh, look at this person. He's graduated from this university. And oh, look at this person. He's a chief science technology officer. And oh, you give these resumes of these people. And most of the time in a presentation, you see the resume and you're just like, oh, okay, cool. These guys are legit. But where is it talked about in relation to their character? What about their track record? Do people look into this? Most people don't. And unfortunately, a lot of times you'll join a company because you're excited about it. And then later on, you find out that, dang, man, these people that I joined really, I couldn't trust, because they change things and quit things and go back on their word all the time. So the solution is principle-centered leadership. And I guess the one thing that I would like to get out there for as many people as can hear this message is, product and comp plan completely worthless if the people aren't committed to honoring their agreements with you and doing everything they can to keep your income intact by keeping the company intact long term. And furthermore, by not going back on agreements and stealing your income, cutting your income, doing all these things. It's ridiculous. And honestly, that this is the whole reason that I and my business partner, Mike, decided to start our own company 6 years ago, which is not a network marketing company, by the way. It's an affiliate marketing company that pays 80% commissions. But the whole reason we started our company is because after years of having stuff like I talked about in this live happen to us over and over and over and over, we finally came to the conclusion that, man, it's really hard to find people that you can trust to not do these things. Very hard. So we said, if we want to trust our future, that someone's not going to take away our income, someone's not going to do something stupid to hurt our income and hurt the people that we're striving to serve, what's the best way we can ensure that our future is sound? And the conclusion we came to was, man, we just got to be the change we wish to see in the world. Did we want to start a company? No. Did we know it was going to be a lot of work? Yes. Did we know it might not work? Yes. But it was like the only option for us. So we started a company with the vision of freedom through principle-centered leadership. And we aspire to be the company that doesn't crush people's dreams, that doesn't steal their income and hard-earned labor, that doesn't mess up everything they've worked so hard to build. Are we perfect? Probably not. But that's our intention, and that's what we aspire to be the change we wish to see in the world, and specifically in the home business world, like Gandhi said. So I wanted to throw this out. Amy Star Allen says, this is exactly why I almost left the industry for good. Thank you for being the change, and thank you for helping us be the change. There are story after story after story of people like Amy, of people like Paul, of people like Mike, of people like this person that I talked to this week. They're everywhere. And if you'll just do a little bit of homework before you put, everything you've got into something, I think you can really go a long way in saving yourself time, wasted money, wasted ruining of your credibility. Because that's the other thing that happens that I don't understand why people don't get this. Is if I put my name on something and I introduce people that I love and that I'm trying to serve to that something, and then the company does something to damage that credibility, guess who's also hurt in that process? I'm hurt. My credibility is hurt because they ruined my trust. So anyway, I don't want to stay in the pulpit for too long today, but this is an important message. And the gentleman I was talking to this week, he's like, how come more people don't see this? How come more people don't understand this? And, I didn't really have an answer other than maybe I'm not doing as good a job as I should in getting the word out as best I can. But at least I'm trying, here's a video today. I'm trying to get the word out. Look through the policies, but more so than the policies, pay attention to the people. Look in their eyes. Look at their track record. See if they're the type of person that is giving you their word. Because at the end of the day, that's really all we got. Policies mean nothing if they can be changed all the time. And they are changed all the time. So you have to find people that honor their word and that you can trust. So Nick says, I was involved with a few companies and swore off internet marketing and was disgusted so far. For some reason, a voice in my head said one more time. Yeah, and one more time. That's the other thing is like this person I was talking to, I messaged him last night and I said, thank you for your trust. I know how hard it can be to have belief and faith one more time when it's been kicked and beaten out of you again and again and again. And that's one of the things that makes me so sad is it's super hard. It's super hard to have a dream, number one. It's like, you go from this place of wondering if you're good enough, wondering if you can do great things in life, wondering if something better is possible for you. And you go through all of that work to build the belief that, yeah, maybe my dream is possible. And then you build the faith and you start working and you start taking action and you're overcoming setbacks and you go through all of that only to have your dream crushed into the ground. How do you get up after that? It's hard. It's hard to get up after that. But somehow you find a way to get up and then you do it again and you muster the belief and you muster the faith and you're like, maybe people aren't all bad. Maybe there are honest people in the world. And then the same thing happens again and you're crushed back down into the dirt with your dreams lying shattered in the ground. How do you get up again? I don't know. It's something about the human spirit, I think, and a lot of people that just speaks to their heart and their soul and says, no matter what happens, it's always worth getting up again. It's always worth building faith again. Because what else is there? Disappointment, resentment, discouragement, throwing in the towel, quitting on everything, coming to the conclusion that there's no good people left in the world. That's not a good way to live. So it's like the only alternative is you build that belief again. You get up again one more time and you keep going. So I understand that. Why? Because I've been through all of that, and it is heartbreaking to have your faith and your hope crushed. Amy knows, Nick knows, anyone who's been through this knows. And because I know, and because my business partner knows, and we're very well aware of it, I think that's one of the reasons that we can be trusted. Our goal is to not do that to people. I told this guy yesterday that we aspire to be the company that doesn't do that. That doesn't crush people's dreams, doesn't kill their hope, doesn't give them a bad example of, how leadership behaves in the world. Jim Rohn used to say, if your story ever gets in a book, make sure it's used as an example, not a warning. And there are warnings and examples. We want to be examples. That's the sincere desire of the heart of our company, is to be a good example of goodness, of honesty, of making agreements with people and honoring those agreements, and just fighting through everything we need to fight through to be the one that stands as an example to the world that there are great people, there are people with character, there are people that honor their commitments, there are people that show up every day to serve, not just today, but for years and years and years, for their entire lives. That's kind of the goal. So anyway, Minister Christian says, thank you for helping to be the solution. Thank you for helping me to be it, because I couldn't be it. We couldn't be the solution we are without all of the people that pour their hearts and souls into helping us collectively be the change. Because the truth is, together we can do more, and it's so hard, if not impossible, to do something by yourself, to do something great. So Lindsay says, we appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. So that's it. That's my life for today. If you got value from this episode and want more from me, I'd love to encourage you to subscribe to me on social media. I do these every day, Monday through Friday. And if you want to get more from me, or see the company that I talked about, where we're endeavoring to be the change, to be the solution, visit myfreedomfamily.com. You'll be opting into my email list, so you'll be able to see the business model that we created to be the solution to all of this nonsense. And even if you don't like the business model, you'll be on my email list, and I do everything that I can to send out valuable content that can help you live a life you're proud of, build an income you're proud of, be free, follow principles, do good things in the world. That's my goal. That's my intention. So with that, I'm going to stop the live and wish you guys all a great day and encourage you to be the change. Be the change, be an example, as you probably already are, because I know I'm probably preaching to the choir. But as someone said, you preach to the choir because they're the ones with the butts in the seats. So thanks for having your butts in the seats today. I love you.